Large crowds have turned out in the northeast of England to welcome the Duchess of Cambridge. She's carrying out a string of solo engagements today while Prince William attends the funeral of his former nanny. Olga Powell, who died last month, cared for the young princes during their parents' divorce. Our royal correspondent Daniela Relf is in Gateshead for us now. Daniela.
Well, yes, Sophie, this is a solo Duchess of Cambridge we have seen here today. Her trip to the northeast is her biggest single engagement that she has carried out on her own so far. She's visiting a number of areas here. She's currently here in Gateshead, where I am, visiting a charity that focuses on helping young people. But it is just one of a number of visits she's made across the region. She's used to being the main attraction, but even more so in Newcastle today. Without her husband, the Duchess of Cambridge was now leading this royal engagement. At the City's Civic Centre, she met Olympic volunteers and one young torchbearer as she heard how the spirit of London 2012 had spread north.
Look at this, and is this your own torch? Yeah, this is it. It's so smart, isn't it? So what's the idea?
Never one to shy away from a challenge, the Duchess tried her hand at the Paralympic sport of boccia. The Duchess has often looked to her husband for support on these public engagements, but she is now a confident, accomplished solo performer who's much in demand.
It was fantastic. It was really exciting.
It was fun. She's quite a natural at it.
If she wants to play for the team eventually, I can't see any reason why she can't.
The Duke of Cambridge is today at the funeral of Olga Powell, his childhood nanny. St James's Palace say such was her significance in his life that he wanted to pay his respects personally. The Duchess continues her visit to the northeast this afternoon. The focus will be on the projects and charities her and her husband have chosen to support. Well, the Duchess will leave the charity here in Gateshead in the next few minutes. She'll then move to Stockton-on-Tees, where she'll see a scheme aimed at helping people with drug addiction. And that is one of her personal pet projects. Sophie.
Just show you some of the pictures we've had in the last few moments from Newcastle, because the Duchess of Cambridge, greeted by a lot of people out there in Newcastle, a string of engagements in the city on her own, because the Duke of Cambridge is at a funeral of the woman that looked after him when he was a boy, his nanny, who died last month. So he is not there with the Duchess of Cambridge as she starts this round of engagements in the northeast.
We saw the couple yesterday, didn't we, involved in the official opening of the St George's Park project, the FA's National Football Centre at Burton. But today Kate is flying solo. She's visiting Newcastle Civic Centre, where she'll be meeting a range of people, as you can see, who contributed in terms of making the Olympics a success in Newcastle, from volunteers to people who were more heavily involved in making the city centre both then and now a welcoming place for people and for business as well. So the Duchess of Cambridge spending a day in the northeast without the Duke, but by the looks of it having a very good time indeed and getting a very warm reception there as well.